Hi, my name is Ken Vallis, and this is my game Square Masons. I'm just going to do a quick description of my game, what it is, and how to play through. So, in the game, we are masons or master builders trying to build these structures here for points. And once these cards are gone completely, these three piles, the player with the most points wins the game. These structures are specifically for the king, and these cards here at the top are private buildings. They give you a bonus, less points, or you can always donate them to the king and then use this to offer to the king, because when you have the most of that particular symbol, it gives you a bonus. The way the gameplay goes, I'm going to set it up for a 3-player game. You deal a card out for each player. So 3-player game, 3 cards for each player, a card for each player. And then you take a card from the top and you decide where you want to pair it. Okay. So you pair that with that, and you take the next card and you pair that with that. So since I'm the dealer, I go last, and always the player to the left goes first of the dealer, and they decide what they want to do. And these are the 3 offers, and you can either take an offer, so on your turn your actions are to take an offer. You can pay a coin to swap an offer card, and you can do this multiple times, so as long as you have the money to do it. So I can pay a coin to the dealer. Dealer makes money off of this and decide to swap cards and take it. And let's say, if I wanted to do it again for some reason, you can swap it again. But that's what it means to swap an offer. You pay a coin to the dealer, you swap a card. Another action you can do is, if you don't like any of the cards, you can always discard a card, so you don't get the block that matches that, and get a coin. So on my turn I can discard that and then get this. So I got a coin for that. I got that. And now when you get blocks, you have to decide how you want to put them. So once you place a block, you can't move it, because if you do want to move it or relocate it, it's going to cost you a coin to do it. So if I do later on have more blocks in the game and I did something like that, I have to pay a coin, 1 coin to do that. If I wanted to move 2 blocks, let's say if I had a bunch of these. Now if I wanted to move a bunch of them, I'd have to pay a coin for each block I move. So that's 1. I pay another coin, that's 2. And then I pay another coin, that's 3. So I could have to pay, I'll do something like that, let's say. So that cost me 3 coins to do that. Again, you can just straight up take the offer, and now with this special, you get the block for this. This is a special card, and what this does is that you can't use it right away, but in a future round you can always multiply. Let's say if this was an offer and I had this in my possession next round, I can always potentially get 3 blocks, so I can get 2 of these and 1 of those, and let's say, or maybe I just do that and get 2 of those and 1 of those. So that helps you get more blocks with this times 2. So again, you can take the offer, swap an offer, discard cards for money. Again, you can always discard 2 cards and get a coin. Get a coin for each card. You can also, let's say, if this was my construction zone and I had that, you can always discard a block from your construction zone and gain a coin for that. So I'll get 1 coin, maybe I discard this, and then get another coin. So that's how you also get money in the game. You always have one construction zone, so you can never just kind of set blocks aside and decide later on in the game how to place them. Once you get blocks, you have to place them right away. But you can always discard it for money if you know, and then kind of combo them. So maybe you discard 2 of these, get 2 coins, and later on in the game you can always buy these cubes to fill in. So once a player is able to make a 3-dimensional structure that matches, so let's say a player did something like this. You know, right away, as soon as you make it, you get that card. Now with these cards, you have a choice right away. You have to decide: do you want the 3 points and the special bonus, or do you want to get less points and start? You donate the building to the king, and you use it for, again, the 3 categories are, just to show you, the 3 categories are religious buildings, political buildings, and scientific buildings. So you can later decide, you want to get less points and kind of donate to the king to set collect. So I'll just go somewhere over these special cards here, and what this does is, normally it costs you a coin to move blocks around. Now what this does is that it allows you to do a complete reconstruction of all your blocks. So you can just pay 1 coin, you'd flip that card to show that's been used, it's still worth 3 points. This goes to the bank. The reconstruct allows you to start moving all the blocks in 1 construction zone and start deciding how you want to place them, so you can start making something like that. Let's say you did that. So that's what that card does. This one gives you an additional construction zone. So normally you only have 1 construction zone. So later on in the game, maybe you had that and you got new blocks and they came out and you decided to take these during the offer phase. You can start, instead of adding it to here, you can always start a new construction zone and start building in 2 different spots. So later on you can decide, oh, okay, I don't want to put that there, I can put it here now, because that's that. And once you do build a card, or you claim a structure with one of these construction zones, the blocks, every time you claim a construction or a structure, all the blocks go back to the supply, and since this ability is used, it just gets flipped over and it shows that it's been used, and it's worth, again, 3 points at the end of the game. This card here just gives you 3 coins right away, so that's that card. And for final scoring, you'd count up the numbers here, top right corner, and also unique set. So that's considered a unique set. 3 cards, different symbols. That's going to be additional 3 points. So that's, maybe that's 3 points here, and then that's additional 3 points plus 6 points for each card. So 6 plus 6 plus 6 plus 6, 6. You can see how the points just add up there. And the reason why you'd want to set collect in the game is because you're going to have these cards with these symbols. Having the most of kind of having the most of that symbol also gives you a reward, free swap. You can swap one card during the offer phase, so instead of paying a coin to do it, you can do it for free, one time only. This card here, at the end of the game, all players who don't have the most, so only one player can have this, all other players have to lose a structure card. So a structure card would be either this card or this card. They would have to discard it or trash it completely from the game. They don't get to score it. And then this card here, now you can convert coins into money, so 2 coins for 1 point. Normally in the game it's 5 coins to 1 point, but having the most of this just allows you another way to score points. Now with ties, for these special symbols, tie will always go to the new player that tied. So let's say if I had one of these cards like so, and then another player decided not to take the special ability but yet to use that, now we're tied. The new player, and I had this because I originally had that, and then someone decided to build that and flip it. Now we're tied. This card will always go to the new player who tied. So that's how that works. And that concludes my overview of my game. Thanks for watching.